Economic Advisor, Secretary Post, Secretary of Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and Secretary DPIIT spoke on various issues pertaining to their departments. 3 sub-themes saw 22 panelists and 28 active participants have a structured and thoughtful discussion on the various issues. The discussion was witnessed by a large audience comprising regulatory bodies, senior government officials, companies, industry associations, academia, banks, and sectoral experts, and so on. The highlights and main takeaways of the breakout sessions have been presented here by Dr. Charan Singh, CEO of the eGrow Foundation and former non-executive chairman of Punjab and Sindh Bank, Sri Madan Sabnavis, Chief Economist of Bank of Baroda, and Professor Partha Ray, Director of the National Institute of Bank Management in Pune. Since 2017, the budget has been presented on 1st February instead of 1st March, which gives us more time for the departments and ministries to plan and implement the budget announcements in the same financial year. Our government remains committed to the ensuring of timely implementation of all budget announcements for the year 25-26. This is consistent with our track record of delivering on promises made in previous budgets. For instance, the new MSME credit assessment model announced in Budget 24-25, which is still in the Parliament for clearing, which is the year ending March 31st is just around the corner, has progressed significantly. 11 public sector banks have already operationalized the model for existing customers, and 7 banks have extended it to new customers as well. First, under the Mudra loans, the loan limit under the Tarun category increased from 10 lakh to 20 lakh, with implementation completed via a Gazette notification dated 24th October 24. The second, 21 new SIDBI branches have already been opened in MSME clusters during 24-25, in line with the budget announcement made in 24-25 July. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs has implemented the pilot project for PM Internship Scheme announced in the budget of 24-25, creating over 1.25 lakh internship opportunities in top companies with over 6 lakh applications received so far. Our government remains steadfast in reducing regulatory burdens and enhancing trust-based governance to improve the ease of doing business. Through the budget announcements, we are taking various steps towards making India a seamless, export-friendly economy, one where businesses are free to focus on innovation and expansion and not paperwork and penalties. Decriminalization of business-related laws reduces the legal risks, allowing industries to operate with greater confidence. A robust manufacturing sector free from unnecessary regulatory bottlenecks will further attract both domestic and foreign investments, driving economic growth, positioning India as a trusted global player. Our government has over 42,000 compliances removed and over 3,700 legal provisions have been decriminalized since 2014. In the Jan Vishwas Act 2023, more than 180 legal provisions were decriminalized. Our government will now bring up the Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0 to decriminalize more than 100 provisions in various laws. It will further simplify processes for businesses. Honorable PM actually referred to these steps which have been taken in his inaugural statement this morning. The pathway for reforms. are complemented by the government's unwavering focus on capital expenditure as a driver of economic growth. For the year 25-26, total effective capex is proposed at 15.48 lakh crores, which is 4.3% of the GDP, with 11.21 lakh crores allocated as core capital expenditure by the centre, which is 3.1% of the GDP. This unprecedented investment in infrastructure development is already creating jobs, strengthening industries, and laying the foundation for private sector participation in India's growth story. Today's webinar has brought together stakeholders from ministries like Finance, Department of Industrial Policy and also Internal Trade, Corporate Affairs, regulators, state governments, public sector banks, insurance companies, SIDBI, NABARD, and industry associations to ensure smooth policy implementation. Various important inputs have been received during the course of the discussion, and they will be looked into suitably. The inputs will help align our strategies, address possible implementation challenges, and ensure that budgetary announcements efficiently translate into tangible actions. To the stakeholders and experts who joined the webinar today but could not speak, I urge them to send their inputs by email to the department concerned. I thank all of you for joining today and contributing to this meaningful dialogue that will translate the government's vision into tangible outcomes for the year 2025-2026. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, I thank all the participants and their respected industry leaders on the budget announcement webinar. And we will be preparing a report and submitting to the government. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Team has come for discussing AOC4 and LGT side.
आप
अमित से बोलो सर, अभी क्या अमित डिस्कस कर रहा है, मैंने अमित से बोल दिया कि यू डिस्कस